James had always been fascinated by technology and innovation. One day, after watching a documentary on sustainable energy, he came up with an idea that was both ambitious and challenging. He would build a solar-powered charging station in his community. It wasn't just a personal project. It was something that could make a real difference. Before jumping into the project, James spent weeks researching how solar energy systems worked. He read articles, watched tutorials, and even joined online forums where experts discussed renewable energy. He quickly realized that while the idea was exciting, it would require precision, patience, and funding. James knew he couldn't do it alone, especially when it came to financing the project. He approached the local government with his idea, hoping to get their support. After a long presentation filled with diagrams and data, the officials were impressed. "We'll provide partial funding, but you'll need to raise the rest," they told him. Determined to move forward, James launched a crowdfunding campaign. He created a compelling video explaining how the solar-powered station would benefit the community by reducing carbon emissions and providing a free, sustainable energy source for everyone. The response was overwhelming. In just a few weeks, he had raised more than enough money to begin. With the funding in place, the next step was assembling a team of engineers, electricians, and construction workers. James reached out to professionals in his network and was able to gather a group of enthusiastic people who believed in the project as much as he did. The construction of the station began on a sunny morning. The team worked tirelessly, installing solar panels on a metal frame, connecting cables, and setting up battery storage units. However, halfway through the process, they encountered a major problem. The batteries James had ordered weren't powerful enough to store the energy required for the station. Frustrated but determined, James spent days searching for a solution. He consulted with his team and eventually found a supplier who offered high-capacity batteries. The delay cost them extra time and money, but James was relieved that the project could move forward again. Once the construction was complete, it was time to test the system. James held his breath as they flipped the switch. The solar panels absorbed the sunlight, and soon, the station was producing energy. The battery units were storing the power, and the charging ports worked perfectly. "We did it," one of the engineers said, smiling. James organized a grand opening event to introduce the solar-powered station to the community. People gathered to see the new installation, and James gave a speech about the importance of sustainable energy. "This is just the beginning," he said. "We can all play a role in protecting our environment." As James looked at the station, now fully operational, he couldn't help but think about future possibilities. He was already imagining expanding the project, creating more stations across the city. For James, the solar-powered station wasn't just a one-time project. It was the start of something much bigger.